A huge moo to the herd, and welcome to episode 1 of our Omnifactory playthrough. For those people who don't know this mod pack, it's a mod pack based around the Gregtech Community Edition, and from what I've read and the few times I've played this, it's all about automation. So let's create a new world. I thought you start in the Lost Cities world. Call it playthrough, and we'll create a new world. Now, the one thing about this mod pack is it's actually designed so you can play it on peaceful, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. 2 reasons. Number 1 being I die an awful lot to zombies and baby zombies and such like, which is not enjoyable. But number 2 is there's so much to do that the very last thing we want to be worrying about is mobs, etc. So this is a jungle biome. So let's go punch a few trees. Oh, this is going to take forever. Try with an empty hand. Yep, much quicker. Oh, that's the vines. Still much quicker. Well, that'll teach me to use saplings as an axe. So this mod pack has a very extensive quest system, which guides you through it. So for the most part, I'm going to be following the quests. I might branch out if I want to get hold of something quicker, but first of all, let's go Genesis, first quest. Welcome to Omnifactory. This pack is intended to be played in Lost Cities Overworld Dimension. Check. Playing with friends, don't forget to invite them to the questbook party. If you wish to build your base in a skyblock world, place a void world cake down on the ground and eat a slice to be sent to the void. Please note that you'll still need to return to the Lost Cities Overworld Dimension to mine, but you can freely build complete safety in the Void World. We'll just build in the Overworld. So what do we get? We get 4 diamond mining hammers, that's very handy, and an Overworld cake and a Void World cake. So let's go explore one of these buildings. And I'm going to look for one that looks reasonably undamaged. Otherwise my OCD will trigger and I'll spend most of my time trying to repair it. All these leaves. Nice staircase. That one looks pretty good. Let's see what's in here. Ooh. So I know in the buildings there are chests, there are spawners, and an enchanter, and a crafting table. Alright, this building is our base. Alright, let's go up. What we got? Some furnaces, some bookcases, brilliant. Again, not much in here. Lovely roof view. Is this building connected to any others? Nope, that's good. So let's plummet all the way down to the bottom. Ugh, some repair work required. But more furnaces. No chest though, that's disappointing. Okay, so what's our first quest? Second quest even. Ores in Omnifactory exist in large clusters or veins. These veins are scattered around the world and are relatively common. The scanner in your inventory can detect any ore within 16 blocks of you, so digging down and scanning should show you any nearby veins. Try scanning now by holding right click until the progress meter completes. While the scanner requires energy to work, you are unlikely to deplete its battery. That said, the questbook will later guide you towards making a flux capacitor to charge tools in your inventory. It's good to know. In order to proceed, you'll need to locate a source of iron. You have a few options. Magnetite veins are higher up and contain large amounts of iron, as well as some vanadium and gold. Another good source of iron is limonite veins, which contain several types of iron. Finally, pyrite can be found paired with copper in several types of veins. Wrought iron is obtained simply by smelting iron a second time. We've got plenty of furnaces to use. It has more durability than iron, so it's better for making tools, but do not convert your entire iron supply over to the wrought iron. The two materials are not interchangeable, and you'll need iron or wrought iron as demanded by various recipes. Okay, so let's grab our scanner and let's see what we've got and where. We've got a node there. Right. I think first things first, I'll bookmark the base, otherwise inevitably I will get lost. And this video will be me running round and round in circles for hours. Right, so looks like we've got some coal. Is that coal? Yeah, it's coal. Let's grab that quickly with our lovely mining hammers. Aha, what have we got here? This looks good. Just wait for that to clear. I wonder if that's copper. That could be really handy. Ooh, tin. Now that is definitely handy. But no iron yet. Oh, I love these hammers. You can see the size of these veins. We have another building. Alright. So I'm going to mark this as tin vein. We'll just have a quick exploration of this building. Seems like a very boring building. Some spawners there, which are currently disabled, thanks to peaceful mode. I may use those later. Oh no, the building's broken. Oh, another spawner, and a chest. What delights do we have? Wooden gears, chrome dust, dark steel ingots, capacitor. I don't really want any music discs or horse armour. Wheat, ender pearls are always useful. Some string and bones. But still, no iron, which is frustrating. So let's do another quick scan and see what we find. Well, there's a massive vein here, here. Right, I wonder if this one up here would be iron, considering it looks gold, and we know that from the book the magnetite is in the same as gold. Alright, that looks about level. Just put a hole through the wall. Ugh, dirt. Now let's go up and find a quicker way in. Wonder if I might be able to get through into the basement of this one. Nope, there is no basement, but there is a hole. Well, this looks promising, so let's go down into the rabbit hole. Wait for that to clear. What we got? Magnetite, gold, perfect. Right, I am going to spend a bit of time mining all this, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have plenty of iron and we can move on in the quest book. Okay, we're back. As you can see, I've managed to procure an awful lot of magnetite. We've got some coal ore as well, some vanadium magnetite, some cassiterite, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, iron ore, loads of iron ore, gold, and more magnetite. So I'm just going to make a few chests up. I'll pop these here. Just drop everything in for now. That was like 10 minutes of mining and pretty much managed to fill all my inventory, cleared all the cobblestone out, kept on filling it up, and still nothing. So we are not going to be short of opportunities to get ore. However, that being said, and from what I know of this pack, let's grab some coal as well. It is going to burn through the ore very quickly. So if you think you've got enough, you haven't. Let's just light this up so it's easier to see at night. So we headed in roughly this direction and we found tin, iron, and I found some oil sands as well, which may be useful for later on. So I'm going to connect all those up, but in the interim, let's get some iron made up. So what does it need? We need 12 iron ingots and 12 wrought iron ingots. So once we've got that, we'll move on. So let's wait for that to finish and I'll be back once that's done. Meanwhile, what other quests do we have? So storage drawers provide a huge amount of storage for a single item type. Use them for things you have a lot of, such as stone, dirt, and ores. If the default appearances aren't your style, the framing table is useful for making custom drawers out of frame drawers, and up to 3 additional items which define how the resulting drawer will look. Well, that gives us the in-game currency, so may as well just punch a few trees while we're waiting for our iron to be smelted. Really should get an axe for this. Seems jungle wood is much tougher to punch with your hands. Some daylight, right. So what do I need for this quest? A framing table, which is 5 trims, and trims are made with planks and sticks. Okay. Let's just shortcut that so it's easier for me to add. Okay, is that it? Oh no, it's 5 of them. I wonder if it works with... Oh, mouse control is minimal today. Oh, it has to be the same, but right, let's go and punch some more trees. Another oak tree anywhere? What's this? That's a jungle wood. should be enough to do it. Cool. So the reward system in this quest pack is based around coins, and you can spend the coins on many different things, and it makes life considerably easier for you. Right, let's try this again. No, only mistakes. 2 sets of frames, and then if I remember correctly, this should be the framing table. Perfect. So let's just drop the framing table down here. And what's the other thing it wanted me to get was a frame drawer, which is just a chest and some sticks. So I made a chest earlier. One chest. One frame drawer. And we just pop that in there, and I can just add it. So one jungle, 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 and it looks horrible. If I add some jungle planks into the front, still looks horrible, but it will do. I've got additional storage there. So let's claim our Omni nickel. Right, use JEI. I think everyone accepts who's been playing Minecraft long enough. JEI is a godsend. How is our supply going? Got 39, 40. Once we hit 40, I think I'll just mess it. Do it now. Take half of that, stick it in, turn it into wrought iron. So that's the iron ingots done, so we need 12 more. Drop our Omni coin in here. Some more tiny coal, so just drop that in there. Right, I'm going to kind of cheat a little in that I know the recipe for a Lumberaxe is that, which will make you getting these trees considerably quicker, because the great thing about Lumberaxes is they will vein mine a tree, and there is a quest ahead to build it. So, done. So we'll just skip ahead a little whilst the little parrot. These jungle trees are so much easier. Whilst the wrought iron is being smelted. What's this? Acacia. Don't like acacia trees. They don't grow regularly. They branch off all over the place. Makes it a right pain to cut them down by hand. Have a tree branch in here? Yep. Another one there. Oh, this Lumberaxe is lovely. So much quicker doing these trees. And I'll probably need as much wood as possible initially to act as fuel for the furnaces. So spending a little bit of time clearing this up is worth it. So when we come back, hopefully I'll have a load more wood, and more importantly, we'll have the wrought iron, so we should be able to progress in the quest book. Okay, so bit of tree felling going on, plenty of lumber which can convert to fuel. We now also have the wrought iron, so quest complete. Claim our Omni nickel. Let's read our side quests. While there are no types of veins that are extremely rare, you're likely to struggle with finding at least one of the less common vein types. This isn't really avoidable. You will accumulate a lot of Omni coins from quest turn-ins while playing Omnifactory. Do not be hesitant to spend them on things you need. Search for various ores, generally the first ones listed in JEI, to find the coin recipes for them. Alternatively, hover your cursor over a coin and press U to see what you can buy with it. Don't be a hoarder. I shall endeavour not to be a hoarder. Or doubling. In most expert packs, you want to try to process a little ore as possible before you get access to ore doubling. It's a habit most of us pick up. You shouldn't feel any pressure to do that in Omnifactory though. Ore veins are massive and mining is extremely fast with mining hammers. What's more, even once you get access to macerators, they initially process ore slowly and require power to operate. Obvious exceptions would be rare materials or anything you buy with Omnicoins because you can't find it. Those are worth doubling if possible. But at least for now, you shouldn't feel any guilt about smelting the more common ores without doubling them. Ore doubling can be safely ignored until you have a medium voltage machines or even later. Good to know. We just did that one. Claim chunks. We'll do that once we've got some machines up and running. Now, crafting calculator. This mod pack has crafting calculators. It has a steep learning curve, but once you manage to learn how to use it, it's going to be your trusty companion in calculating recipe costs. Craft yourself one and hit the book button in the top left corner for a quick overview of how it works. So what do we need for this? We need something black, redstone, iron, and some stone. Okay, so we don't have any redstone at the moment, but I know that redstone is relatively easy to get with coins. So redstone ore, what does it take? 5 Omni pennies. Okay, so we'll just convert one of these into 5 Omni pennies. Like that. And we have redstone. So just do 1 block, so I think this gives us 6. Put the rest away. We really need to get some organisation done sooner rather than later. Otherwise what will happen is I'll just have chests of stuff everywhere and won't be able to find anything. So redstone, and I need some... do I have any cobble? No, let's go grab some cobble quickly from our convenient supply just here. Ouch. Be more than enough. Oh, spider webs. Make some stairs. Right, so I need 6 stone. One of those and some black dye. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I saw a black lotus out here when I was clearing out. As you can see, where once was a sprawling unkempt forest, there is now relative harmony. Yes, a black lotus. Perfect. Another option obviously would be to find some squid. And we do have a river nearby, so I could have gone hunting for those. Right, so not black hole. Let's turn that into black dye. Wait for these two to finish. Oh, these furnaces are slow. Fortunately, we can upgrade them. Right. So, black dye, I think it's iron at the bottom and redstone in the middle. We have our crafting calculator. Oh, we're doing any quest rewards. This is going to be very handy for later on. So what I'm going to do is because we know we'll need it, I'm going to grab the remainder of that magnetite and just get it smelted. And let's have a look at our quest book. And there's our vein mining. Lumberaxes are tools that cut all connected blocks of the same kind, usually referred to as vein mining. They require an axe. These are primarily intended to chop down entire trees, but you can use them to vein mine other wooden blocks too. Keep in mind that the vein mining feature doesn't get disabled when sneaking. Please be careful to not vein mine your entire storage drawer network. This will end in tears. Haven't done it, but I can imagine how it would. So get another coin there. What else we got? Take a peek at the endgame quests book tab. This might seem a bit premature to suggest, but it has a reason. These are quests for a full stack of many of the materials in the game. These are the materials you'll need to synthesize Omnium, the basic endgame resource. It's the pack's way of letting you know what materials you should be prepared to mass produce as you approach the end. Of course, it's not necessary or even advisable to try and finish up all of these quests the moment they become available. Some will be incredibly easy, like iron and copper. Others will be brutally grindy at early tech levels. The rewards are all the same, 25 Omni coins each, so use your best judgment on which ones to complete and which to ignore for later. And we get some Omni nickels for that one. Mining hammers offer a relatively cheap way to mine out areas much faster, as we've seen. Clear a 3x3 of blocks and mine quickly, so they're absolutely worth investing your first few ingots of metal into them. Stone is the cheapest mining hammer, but naturally it breaks quickly. Since you have some iron already, consider using those on your first few mining expeditions. Well, we've got 4 diamond mining hammers, so I don't think we'll bother. The best mining hammers are diamond and platinum. Other mining hammers are also very good, but wear out more quickly. Never break Gregtech machines with mining hammers. Cool. I'll take the free coin. Now this is thing that I want. It's the iron hook. So how much iron do I have? Do I have enough? Well, let's find out. So iron hook, put that into my calculator, say 1, add the recipe in. It says okay, I need 4 iron, 1 iron pickaxe and 2. So if I go into the iron pickaxe, add that in, and it's 7 iron, add that in, and then add that in, and it says I need 19 iron for these. Okay, so I have that. So how do I make it? Well, if I go into the list, it says make 6 iron chain links first. So take my 6 links, then 2 iron chains. Then, or 1 iron pick. I actually haven't enabled inventory. It says make 1 iron pickaxe. I need some sticks for that. It was even telling me I need sticks, and I just ignored it. I didn't manage to pick that up. Is that what I wanted? So iron pickaxe is what I want. And finally, my iron hook. This is absolutely awesome, especially when you're mining. I just pop it in. I've got my key bound to C for this. But a quick demo of how awesome this is. Whee! Spider-Man, Spider-Man. It's so easy getting around now. Ugh. Definitely recommend getting one of these as early as possible, especially when you're spelunking and need to mine out all those veins. It will make your life significantly easier, especially getting back up on things. Okay, so that's another quest done. I'll claim our Omni nickel. Charcoal. So we need to make up some charcoal. So let's grab some wood. 13 should be enough. And whilst that's doing that, let's look at starter tools. One of the eccentricities of this pack you'll need to get used to is the way the tools are displayed. Most tools can be made out of nearly any metal, and JEI will display a huge number of options, every combination of every tool with every metal. However, the pattern to make the tool is always identical. So just arrange the plates and ingots in the same manner as the examples, ignoring whatever material it says. Rods where rods go, plates where plates, etc. The only restriction is the tools must be made from all the same material. You cannot mix and match different metals in a single item. Recipes will default to showing darmstadium. tool, or sometimes aluminium, of the appropriate type if a tool is required, but the correct type of tool made out of any metal will work. So just ignore the tool's material in the recipes, it can be whatever you like. For now, make a hammer, not a mining hammer mind you, 6 ingots not 5. Hammers can be used to turn 2 ingots into 1 plate, plates can make a file, files can make rods, etc. Use JEI to work your way down the list of tools. Wrought iron is probably your best bet for a tool material right now, but better materials will be available as you progress, and it wants wrought iron everything. So I think I've got 20 wrought iron ingots. I think I'm going to need some more. So what we'll do, we'll take the charcoal out and let's quickly turn that into tiny charcoal to get that quest done. Oh, I didn't get a quest reward. Right, it's a shame. Let's take the tiny coal out and put my tiny charcoal in. And we'll convert all this into wrought iron, and meanwhile we'll start making our tools. So the hammer is the first one. This is my wrought iron hammer, and then a file is next, so I'm going to need 2 plates for that. And those 2 plates and a stick equals a file. What's next? Saw. Okay, I think that's 2 plates again. And I think it's that, and that, and that. Oh, maybe around the other way. Yep, for a saw blade. And I definitely need some more sticks. And a saw blade plus a stick is a saw. Wrench. Might have enough for that actually. I do just. A hammer. I've played this a few times, hence the reason I can remember the tool layouts. What's next? Screwdriver. Right, this is rods if I remember correctly, and I need 2 of them. So that should be that, and that, and I think it's that and that. It is. It's amazing what you can remember. Not the useful stuff, just all the useful recipes, useless recipes. Wire cutters now. These are a bit more complicated, and I definitely need some more raw iron. So I know I need 3 plates, not 4. Is my hammer gone? I'm going to need 3 rods. And one of these rods gets cut in half, it's up that way, to make iron bolts. And then these iron bolts get filed down to make a screw. And then that, and that, plus I think the screwdriver's in the middle, because that's where the screw is. The 2 rods are either side. I think it's hammer then file. No, it might be file then hammer. Maybe the file's in the middle. Ah, there we go. That's my wire cutters. The last one I need is some more cobblestone. Let's go grab some quickly. Ugh, it's raining. It's amusing because when I was mining up all that iron, I had tons of cobblestone which I had to void because it wasn't any use to me and it was just taking up space. So 5 I think it is. And once we've done that, we've got our basic tools. Let's see, tin, iron, plenty of iron, magnetite, redstone, alright, and coins. I definitely want to speed these furnaces up. One more. Meanwhile, it's that and that. And that's our iron mortar done. So that should be all of them. Brilliant. So, made a fair chunk of progress in this episode. We've got our tools in place. We've done a bit of mining. I think next episode we'll start looking at getting some power set up, start working towards our first machines and trying to make our lives a bit simpler. So we'll wrap things up here. I hope you join me in the next episode. If you like this episode, feel free to give it a like. If you want to see more of these, please click the subscribe button. Until then, I wish you a very pleasant day. Goodbye.